Uganda and Turkey are actively strengthening tourism ties, with the country leveraging Turkish expertise for its growing ecotourism sector. Between the two countries, Turkey is a global tourism powerhouse, attracting 64 million visitors in 2025, with 65.2 billion US dollars in revenue, and Uganda saw record earnings of 1.7 billion dollars in 2025 from 1.6 million arrivals, focusing on gorilla tracking and adventure. According to the Uganda Tourism Board, tourist arrivals from Turkey have grown from 1,400 visitors in 2024 to 3,000 last year, 2025, projecting a further growth through this latest initiative.
So you can see that there was almost a 100% shift. So our anticipation is that from the 3,000 that we have from Turkey, we're going to rev up the numbers to probably 9 or 10K if we continue to have engagements like this.
Today, these parties sat on a table to discuss strengthening tourism ties. The high-level business-to-business engagement brought together Turkish tour operators and their Ugandan counterparts, highlighting the growing importance of diplomatic missions in unlocking tourism and trade opportunities. The engagement follows a week-long familiarization trip across Uganda, where the Turkish delegation explored the country's unique tourism offerings from wildlife to culture.
When we see Uganda, we just realize that it's completely another face of Africa. It's one of the greenest countries I have ever been to. And also trekking with gorillas, watching like hanging lions in the Queen Elizabeth National Park, or watching birds in the morning from our lodges was an amazing experience.
Turkey is one of the very, very important markets. The Turkish airline flies here directly. I understand they are making 4 times a week. And it's one of the airlines that flies in most destinations, more than any other airline. So with the population in Turkey and direct connection, I believe that we can tap into their tourism, especially by being able to leverage on what we have that is unique.
The initiative, organized with support from the Uganda Tourism Board, is part of ongoing efforts to promote Uganda's brand and position it as a preferred destination for Turkish travelers. Uganda's embassy in Ankara pledges to continue facilitating linkages as tourism emerges as a key pillar in strengthening bilateral relations between the two countries.
This is because we need to create synergies and linkages between Uganda's operators and our operators from source markets, especially emerging markets such as Turkey. So what we're saying is that let's create linkages between Uganda tour operators and then have arrivals, come in, and we're able to position Uganda as a sustainable tourism destination.
We have just remained much of potential. And we are trying to let people understand that come and visit Uganda. What the Turkish travelers are looking for, Uganda has in plenty. And the Turkish travelers are looking for new destinations, and as an embassy, we're trying to position Uganda as that alternative destination. We are trying not only to increase the number of visitors from Turkey, but also to attract investment in the tourism industry in Uganda.
The Uganda Tourism Board says the engagement is part of deliberate efforts to position Uganda in Turkey's growing outbound tourism market.
So beyond them coming here, it would be nice to see UTB making a deliberate effort to organize road shows in Turkey so that now the tour operators here, the hoteliers here can actually go to Turkey and meet the sector players there. We would like to see UTB well financed.
Next month, we will have a group of Ugandan tour operators who will now be heading to Ankara and Istanbul to have those same B2B meetings. So as we do that, the relationship between Uganda and Turkey in regard to tourism operation is strengthened.
Today, we are not just here to promote Uganda. We are here to foster strong, lasting partnership between our esteemed tour operator. Collaboration is key to ensuring that we can provide the best travel experiences for our guests.
With increased awareness, stronger partnerships and targeted promotion, stakeholders are optimistic that Uganda will see a steady rise in Turkish tourists in the coming years. I'm Benjamin Jumbe, NTV Weekend Edition.
Elephants can sleep